So traders, in today's video, what I want to walk you through is I want to walk you through this template here, right? There's two different templates I really want to walk you through with the way that obviously the goal to six figures in these markets and what the template looks like, and obviously then the next level would be to making $1 million. And I want to walk you through this in the context of myself. I've been trading the markets now for 20 years, and some of the biggest things that I continue to focus on throughout my year to help me set up to have a successful year, right? So if you're looking for a six-figure year, a multiple six-figure, maybe even a seven-figure year, I'm going to walk you through some of the things that really helps me guide down the path of doing these things in the markets from here. Now, it's easier said than done, right? But I'm going to give you the reason why I'm doing this video for you is because a lot of people's approach, a lot of traders' approach when they're trading the markets, right? One of the biggest reasons 90% of traders blow up their trading accounts is because they think they need to trade more, right? And obviously that's what this whole disclaimer is for, right? Is that no matter what you're doing with the markets, if you have the wrong beliefs, wrong foundations, wrong strategies, you're never going to make money in the markets, right? So this video here is not to say you're going to make six figures. I'm just saying what do you need to do to actually start to get on the right path. And the right path is, let's actually start with the right mindset. You see, as I said before, people blow up their trading accounts because they think they need to trade more. When in reality, the path to a big trading result is about stacking high probability trades and thinking in doubles, right? So here's the thing here. I really want you to understand this here. Thinking in doubles. Let me show you how this shift in thinking can change your entire approach to trading. Now, here's the thing, right? When day trading, the whole thing about day trading, right, is the analogy with day trading, right, is that you must trade every day. And this mindset is killing most traders. You think that, okay, I've only got a $5,000 trading account, and if I'm going to make any serious money, I need to be trading a lot. So you go down this intraday trading path, right? You go down this path of intraday trading where you want to be looking at a 2-minute chart because you think if I look at a 2-minute chart, therefore I'm going to make a lot more money. Makes sense? Or I'm going to, and actually the opposite ends up happening, right? You end up becoming emotional, you get tired, you make mistakes, and it's just the worst way to trade, right? I've never met anyone make serious money from intraday trading, right? Serious money. Now, there are a few people out there that can truly intraday trade, but the way they approach it is more like a sniper approach, right? If you're looking to trade every single day, it's not the keys to you to becoming really well, right? Now, one thing I've found to actually help me understand, when I first started trading and I was blowing up trading accounts, and my mentor shared this with me here. He said, John, you don't understand. He said, you are only 7 good trades away from six figures. He said, so even if you had a $5,000 trading account and your very first trade was $1,000, okay? So let's just say you did it on a future, like say the E-mini futures, foreign exchange, over stocks with options, okay? These leverage positions out there. Now, he said, do you know if you can start to apply a bit of leverage to these positions? He said, you are only 7 really good trades away this year from making six figures in the markets. Not 70 trades this month. He said, so the thing that's stopping you from getting ahead is that you thinking you need to make a lot of trades. So one of the big things that I've noticed within my personal trading is, this is the thing here. This is a template, right? This is a template. The thing is with this template here, I'm showing you this here, so therefore you're thinking more like maybe 10 trades, right? Let's say this is 10 trades in a realistically 10 high quality trades. And out of the 10 high quality trades, some are not going to be a double. Now, what is a double? It means 100% return, right? You have $1,000 trade, and then you end up making what? A $2,000 profit. Now, is that possible? Yes, it happens all the time in the markets, right? It happens all the time. And not only 200%, but if you know what to look for, you can start to do 3, 4, I'm in a trade right now where I'm actually at 200% return, and I'm still in it right now. Right, so this is 100% return, right? 1 into 2, 2 into 4, 4 into 8, 8 into 16, 16 into 32, 32 into 64, 64 into 120. Now, this is the template. What is the reality though? Not every trade's going to be a double, but sometimes, like for example, a trade that I'm in right now, and I'm still in it right now, will do more than a double. It'll do 200%, 300%. Not that long ago, I had a trade that did 170%. In the last 6 months, I've had one trade over a course of 6 weeks. Did over 400% return in 6 weeks. Now, the purpose of me saying this here is I'm trying to show you that not every trade will be a double, but sometimes you will get more than a double, right? And sometimes you won't. Sometimes it'll be a loss, right? That's just the nature. But what if I said to you, you are only 10 really good, high quality trades away from making 6 figures this year, even if you're starting with a $5,000 trading account? What if I said that to you? Now we're different, right? Now I said to you, your job for the next 12 months, if you want to start to have more than 6 figures in your account, or a 6-figure trading account where you got access to 6 figures over $100,000 you can access to yourself by pulling out, do whatever you want with it, then I said that you're only 10 good trades in the next 12 months, right? Or maybe not in the next 12 months, right? Maybe you're just starting low where I was and I had no idea about the market, right? Again, my whole mindset was wrong when I first started trading. So the whole goal and the whole guidance around this process here is to show you that the whole topic of this video, right? Why most traders won't make 6 figures in the markets. And one of those things is that their approach is wrong, right? They're looking and approaching the markets the wrong way. So that's the first thing I say here. Now, how I do this, right, and what I do is, firstly, I like to trade options, right? So if I have a $5,000 trading account, and if I put on $1,000 on one trade, now, firstly, I like to use what's called options, right? Options here. And the options give me the leverage. That's what I like to do. I like to trade options, and the trade that I'm in right now that's up 200% return. Guess what? That's an options position in the market. That's one of the reasons why I like trading options. But also, I do know on average, sometimes it might be a much bigger loss, but I can risk maybe 20 to 30% of that 1,000. So maybe $200 to $300 I'm risking on that $1,000. Maybe a big loss would be 50%. So I'm risking $500, right? On a big loss. Now, that's the instrument that I do. The most important thing is this: to make all this become a reality, right? Let's take everything off the screen. To make all this become reality for you, this is where the mindset of a successful trader really kicks involved. Like, how does this become reality? Well, it becomes reality on really one simple process. And this is it here, right? Underneath this here, I have these 2 different things here, right? And firstly, this one here is this: what are we looking for in a good trading setup? And the next one here is, what are we looking for in a good trading setup that has the potential of making a big move? Now, once you know that's the narrative, or that's your focus, right? Is once you know these setups, that has the potential, right? We never know, you never know exactly what the trade's going to do, right? But the first thing here is, one, how do we utilize this? Okay, now we know the template here. Okay, this is the template. You're not 10 trades this week from 6 figures, even if you've got a $10,000 trading account. You might be only 10 trades this year away from making that 6 figures, right? And then we can start to increase it even more, right? We can increase it even more to then we can start to look at some big longer term goals. So next, say for example, you had a goal over the next 5 years that you wanted to become a millionaire. Well, do you know you're only 10 really good trades away, using the same thing that I'm telling you, the same foundation? Then you're only 10 really good trades away to making that $1 million. Now, realistically, what would this be? It might be 20, it might be 30. But what if I said to you, over the next 5 years, you are only 30 really good, high quality trades away from becoming a millionaire? Does that sound more achievable to you than probably what you think about these markets? Right? It is, right? This is what helps me every single day in the markets. Now, the reason why this helps me every single day is if I have a few weeks, maybe a month of no trades at all, I'd rather sit out on that month of no trades than take these maybe trades. Because I'm waiting for what? I'm waiting for this one here that has the potential of making a big move. Right? So the first thing is that understanding the template here, understanding that you wanting to trade a lot is the thing that's killing your dreams of you be getting ahead in the markets. That's the first thing I do say. The second thing I do say is how I do this is I start to look at things like options where I can risk, what we've been talking about here. Now we've actually laid this in. This is the proper foundation here. Now the options is what I do. Now the thing is that to make the options or the futures or whatever you use, whatever platform is that we need to know the exact setups that it's likely to make the big moves. I mean, this is not a guessing game, okay? It's a proper professional game here. This is not a game for, if you are serious about actually getting ahead as a trader, then the number one thing for you is what are you looking for in a good high quality setup that's likely to make a big move. So for example, one of my number one trades that's likely to make a big move is what's called a channel trade, right? These channel trades are where you obviously have a channel, but then we have the trade here, right? There's two different components that goes to this, right? We have the channel, but then I have my trading setup, right? Here's the channel, but then I have my trading set up here at the end of the channel, and then the move happens. Makes sense? So it's called a channel setup. And just the reason why I like to trade these channel setups is because, as you can see, these things make big moves, right? Now, here's the thing for you to really, really consider here. This is the reasons why I recommend you looking at daily charts and looking to be in a trade for a week or two to allow that thing to try to get to the double. Right? It's very difficult to do that, right? Looking at the futures markets. Now you can, but you need more of a sniper approach. If you're active in the market all the time, it's never going to work. It is never going to work. Active means you're getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out, and it just never works, right? You need to have more of a sniper approach. Why? Why a sniper approach? Because remember, you only really want 7 trades this 12 months. This following 12 months, you only really want 7 high quality trades. So you're going to wait. You're going to wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks for that one really good trade. Boom, take the trade. You might be in it for a week. It runs to the double, maybe more. You get out. Thank you very much. That's the first trade. Now I'm only 6 trades away from my 6 figures. I'm trying to share with you that this is the right mind frame, right? Now, as I said before, to make this happen, it all comes back down to this level here, the options, right? But they're also understanding what options to buy, right? All I do say is when the options here, firstly, make sure you buy enough time with the option, not close to expiration, and don't be buying out of the money options. Out of the money options are cheaper and they smack you in the face much harder. I always like to buy plenty of time. All right, plenty of time, but I also like to buy in the money options. They're more expensive, but they give me a buffer. That's how I can get out with a lot of my trades can get out with a 20 or 30% loss, right? As I said before, I'm in a trade right now that's got to do with a channel trade, right? And I'll show you what that trade is right here. This one right here. This is the actual. Let me just show you this here. Can I do, there we go here, right? So this is it here. Now look at this. See the channel? Right, this is called a channel trade. This is the one I'm in right now, and I'll probably be getting out of it soon. But see the channel? And look at that big move. Look what's happened so far with this one here. Big move. Now the thing is, what I'm trying to share with you here is this. This trade that I'm in right now is at 200% return for me. 200% return. There was another trade that happened. That's another channel trade that happened at the start of the year, RBLX. Let me take you back to here. And it's all the same thing, right? And this is what I'm trying to show you is that you are actually not that far from you achieving a six-figure income from the markets. See the channel? And there's the trade. And then I actually was in this, and I actually got out the day before. This ran up, and this day I actually got out this day here because the earnings were coming out, and this trade here made me 170% return. Now, but what is the one? There's a few things I really want to show you this here. Firstly, understand that you only need 7 or 10 of these good trades this year to make you six figures, right? You only really need 20 or so of these really good high quality trades if you're doing the doubles to do your $1 million. That could be 2 years, that could be 3 years, but I'm trying to show you, you're actually not that far from your goal overall. But we need to shift the way that we're thinking and the way that we're approaching the markets. And this is for me, if you want more guidance around this, guys, then just apply for my coaching program. There should be that link in the description there, or go to getjohnsop.com. That's what my whole coaching program is all about, right? Is geared down, not active trading, but trading like this to give you the best chances, a sniper approach. You're not active trading, but you're just looking for the best opportunities, because you don't need a lot of opportunities, right? You just need the best opportunities. You're only after 10 opportunities this year to potentially doing six figures. Over the next few years, even if you're starting with a small trading account, you're only after maybe 20, maybe 30 trades over the next 2, 3, 4 years for you to make $1 million. You see, you're actually not that far away. But the purpose of me saying this level here is, what's the one thing you notice about these setups? This Roblox here, I was in it for what? I was in it for close to 2 months. That's what gave me the 107% return. GRPN, this trade here. This trade here, I've been in it so far. I got in on the breakout, and I've been in it now for almost 1 month. But do you see what I'm saying here? You trying to actively trade all the time, small profits, it's not the way to go. It's getting in here, and this is how, for me personally, I only trade half an hour per day. Meaning, I'm looking to get in, and I'm looking to hold it for a couple of weeks, maybe a month, and pick up on a big return. Remember I said before here, right? The template here is what? I'm only after a double, which means 100% return. Means $1,000 in the 2. I'm looking for 7 trades like this here. Well, I've shown you 2 trades, and I mean a few trades. There's been a lot of amazing trades this year, but I've just shown you 2 trades this year that have happened this year. One was Roblox at the start of the year, and this is another one here. Roblox did 107% return. This one did 200% return. So I'm trying to show you that you're actually not that far away from you achieving your goal. Right, you're really not. But I really want you to be thinking more about being in a trade for a few weeks or more, not a few minutes or more. Because that few minutes or more, or a 5-minute chart trade, because you're looking to get in and get out really quickly, or a scalping mentality, that's this whole umbrella that you're thinking you're approaching. This is the thing that's killing your dreams as a trader. And this is some of the best things. This is some of the reasons why I struggled so long in my first half of my trading career. And it really been the last 5 years, over the last 20 years of my trading career, that I've actually really started to incorporate this mentality, which has really helped me be on the positive side, right? Because it's important to do this here. So this is the best thing I can say. So to make this become reality is, 1, don't sit in front of the screen all day, right? And because I'm looking to get into, now what I do with my coaching clients, just so you know, is 1, I teach you exactly what to look for this level. So when I talk about channel trades here, right, when I talk about the channel trades here, these channel different trades, they're all the same thing, right? They've got a channel, but then there's also my trades as well too, right? Channel trade, the channel and the big move, okay? They're called channel trades. This one here, channel trade. Look at this here, channel, right? So you have the channel here, and then you have the big move down. Now, the purpose of me saying this here is 2 things. I'm trying to give you the perfect template as well too, how I've come to this. I used to trade a lot of hours on the futures markets, 1-minute charts, 2-minute charts, because I always thought I needed to do that. And it was the biggest thing that stopped me from moving forward in a massive way. I'm like, man, this is not working. I guarantee you guys, if you guys are doing that right now, you're killing your chances of actually becoming successful. Because you're looking for that. Instead of looking for that, look for more opportunities where you can get in today, hold it for a couple of weeks, maybe for a couple of months, and generate a big profit. Right, there was a trade that I did not that long ago. I was in it for 6 weeks, and I generated close to 400% return. That thing really moved for me. But it's the same type of pattern, same type of things there. And the template is the template is obviously what we're seeing here, right? So you only 7 good trades away from 6 figures. I like to use options, but buying the right options, but I need to select the right opportunities and doing this here. And that's what I do with my coaching program. As I said before, my coaching program is about, firstly, getting you really good at identifying these opportunities when it comes to rule-based systems, right? Not lucky or guessing no, it's always rule-based. The 2 trades I've shown you, Roblox and Groupon, right, on these ones here, they're all what? They're all called channel trades, because there's a channel and then they have my trading set up here. So it's not about being lucky or guessing or hoping or looking for a YouTube video that's going to give you that quick tip. If you're doing that, you are going down the wrong path. It is the wrong path for you, right? I don't do well out of trading because I'm lucky. I do well out of trading because I just focus on patterns that work and that's it. But there are sometimes many weeks when I'm not trading at all. But also, what goes into this level here is this. To make this really work, which is so hard for traders, is this right here. Patience in and patience out. Patience in simply means once you're in a trade, give it a couple of weeks to move. Give it 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks to move to allow you to do that double, right? And sometimes more. Like if I utilize my group, this Groupon trade here, I've been in it for 4 weeks, but I'm up 200% return. Now I'm talking low numbers here, by the way, guys. Once you start to incorporate it from here, right? It's like you can start to do really, really, really well, right? If you had a $20,000 position on this here right now, you'd be up $40,000. I'm trying to share with you, once in a $50,000 position, a $50,000 trade here, you'd be up already $100,000 on this trade. I'm trying to show you, you're actually not that far away from your dreams than you think you are. You've been incorporating all the wrong things about testing this and testing that, and there's been no foundation towards you. So I'm trying to develop the umbrella. Plus also I'm trying to show you that I do all this within 30 minutes, maybe a couple hours max, by looking at the markets, scanning the markets, and so on and so forth. But I'm trying to show you can actually have the freedom to do what you want as well as make good money throughout the year by incorporating this whole thing. Because I'm not looking to day trade, right? I'm not looking for a nice 10 or 20% return on my investment or margin, right? I'm looking at this here. So this is the reason why most of my trading's done the last half an hour of the US market open. I'm looking to manage my positions or get into positions or get out of positions in that time frame there. And then we have these things called channel trades. Now, as I said before, patience in simply means that for you to generate a profit, you need to be able to sit on your hands and allow that thing to unfold. That's hard, right? This is always a skill. But patience out, this is the hard one. There was about a few months there where there was very little trades. A few months this year, there's very little trades. And bam, out of nowhere, I'm in 2 amazing trades right now. 2 amazing trades right now. One of them is Groupon, as I just told you guys, and I'm locking in profits all the way up. I'm already up 200% return, but we'll see what actually happens with that there. And the other one is Platinum, right? You guys probably know this one here, right? Platinum was more like another different type of strategy, but let me just show you the Platinum here. Right? Remember we talked about Platinum here, right? I talked about Platinum right here with you guys. I got in on this breakout bar here. I even did a YouTube video about this. Do you know what Platinum's at right now? Right? It's more than double, more than 100% return so far. Do you see what I'm saying here? There are opportunities out there, but you want to get in one day and get out the next day, or get in on the 5-minute bar. No, get in on the daily chart and hold it for a little bit. But you need to hold. You don't just hold every trade, right? You've got to understand that what am I doing? I'm looking for opportunities that meet the rules, that have the potential of making a big move. You see that through there? That's the secret sauce to you guys. Now, on top of all this, once you get this really down packed to a well-oiled machine, right? You understand that even if you had, a little bit more money and you did the work, you understand that for you to do a 7-figure year this year, you're only really 15 or 20 really good trades this year away. Maybe less, right? Depending if you have done the work. Now, how to make this all work, it's going to take you a bit of time, right? That's like, once again, guys, if you need help with this process, it's going to take you a good, 2-3 months of going through going through the trainings and understanding what are the patterns that's likely to make the big move in the first place, right? It's not about guessing, it's about knowing the patterns and how to identify them. That's the work there, right? And that's what my whole coaching program is all about. It's guiding you through a good 2 to 3 month process. In fact, I've got a 6-month coaching program where I walk you through every single week these processes to help you become right on this here. Again, guys, if you need help with that, just apply for that with the link in the description. I'll walk you through this. But that's the precursor work is about that. And if you're trading based off a YouTube video or a tip, or you are going down the wrong path. If you're trading intraday charts, you're going down the wrong path. It's not the way to go. Big money is not made from a 1 minute chart. Big money is made by getting into something and hold it for a few months and generating a big profit from that there. Do that now many times, and if you can start to incorporate much bigger positions where you start to do maybe a $20,000 trade, then maybe a $50,000 trade. Before you know it, you don't need too many trades for you to start to quite comfortably start to do, a couple of $100,000 per year, maybe $500,000 per year by doing these sort of positions. But to get to that point takes a bit of time, right? I'm not saying this is easy. It's not. It's hard. And the hard part is to be able to stick to a process of understanding this. Now, once I've forced myself to be a bit more disciplined around the approach of I need to just stick to these trading strategies. If you go trade something else, right? If you go trade something else and it's not with the plan, you're now deviating from this plan here. And it's definitely not going to work. So this is here, right? The whole title of this video is why traders will never make 6 figures and how you can, right? And this is the whole process here about the trading, the templates, and what you need to do for you to actually get this. And you can do this, right? But the number one thing I must say to you is this, is that if you're absolutely serious about you becoming really good at this thing called trading in the markets, right? The number one thing I must say to you is professionals have a proper trading plan. What does that simply mean? I actually have a few trading setups, and there's a process to actually do that, right? Firstly, understand the setup. Secondly, be able to scan. I have scanners to help me find these trades, right? Thirdly, just understanding all these different increments we're talking about here, right? To help you not only have a freedom and a lifestyle to actually start to operate and start to enjoy your life as well, but how do you look at your trading for over a 12-month period and not, I haven't had any trades this week and I suck. So yeah, that's the wrong mentality, right? Because one thing I have found by doing this here, how I've made the most amount of money is being okay not taking a trade for a month. And then the following month, I might have 2 really good trades and one trade makes me 200% return right now. Like right now as I speak. Groupon, 200% return. Platinum, over 100% return. Actually, a lot more than that, right? In the last month. But do you see what I'm saying here, right? Now, I trade a lot more money than just a small amount, but I'm trying to show you, even if you had just a small trading account, right? Now, even if you did have a large trading account and you applied for my coaching, right, by going to getjohntop.com, and I can guide you through this whole process, I would still say you start small, right? Because you have no idea what you're doing. And this is where most traders have no idea what they're doing. They're looking for an indicator. They're looking for the secret sauce. They're looking for that quick tip. They're looking for the next idea. And there's just no solid foundation for them. And they wonder why they're not getting ahead year after year after year, right? And so for me, I actually have a few trading setups that does this here. First, it's called channel trades. And then for me to develop the confidence around these types of trades, guess what? I have these screenshots that are called channel trades, right? Even trades going back from here to back to 2003, right? Over 20 years ago. Channel trade. See these channel trades here? This is what's called my channel trades here. This is the number one powerful trading pattern that I know that the hard thing about this here is, yes, they do make big moves. Roblox start of year, 170% return. Groupon right now, 200% return. Right? Now, obviously that can change. Platinum, another channel trade. Right? But the thing is you need to wait for these trades. These trades, you don't get in today and then this week you make your 100% return. No, they generally take a bit of time, right? You gotta give a bit of time. But I like that. I like to just be patient, and let the trade unfold. Right? And this is called, and the channel trades here. Again, this is the Roblox trade here. This is exactly, you can see this was the channel trade here. And all of these are what's called channel trades. Anyway, so the thing that helps me get really good at this pattern is all these are different setups that's formed when it comes to the channel trade setup. And I've taken screenshots after screenshots. That's what helps me develop the confidence. But then I go down to things like again, some more channel trades. This one here, this top one up here was actually a few years ago. This was actually called Siri. This trade here was a channel. As you can see here, right? This is the, let me just show you this here. Actually, I think I've got it here, don't I? Let me just see if I've got it here. Oh yeah, this one here, right? Look at this one here, right? This one here, the options, this little option here was at 25 cents, as you can see. And it ended up running to about $1.50, and then it pulled back a little bit here, right? But then I have a thing called strong higher time frame. These are what's called level 2 trades. These level 2 trades also have the potential of making big moves, right? They're called level 2 trades. Level 2 trades are absolutely amazing. Now, level 2 trades, the reason why they're called level 2 is because they incorporate 2 different time frames. But again, it's the exact same thing every single day. It's not like, oh, well, I'm going to trade something different today. I'm just looking for the same handful type of trades, right? Level 2 trades, level 2 trades. These level 2 trades, for me, incorporating different things, it's called the weekly and the daily, right? This is the weekly chart. This is the daily charts. And I'm incorporating it's called a level 2 trade. Again, this is where if you're serious about this, guys, you need to spend a good 2 to 3, maybe 6 months going through this and understanding all this process, right? Becoming serious about it. Otherwise, you're just never going to get ahead, right? Yes, you can do that whole template thing that I just shared with you a minute ago, right? The 6 figures and so on and so forth. But your groundwork is, are you disciplined enough? Are you committed enough to then going down the path of saying, I need to spend the next 6 months figuring this shit out? Because if you're not, the 6 figures is not going to come, right? You're going to be part of the 90% that blow up your trading account. But once you start to understand this level here, right? This is actually the gold trade that I took here. This was a level 2 trade. Do you know this gold trade that I took here was that 500% return last year? Again, level 2 trade. So the purpose of it, and then I have this one here, right? And then I have a few trades. Again, I share all this with my coaching clients, guys, right? And even if it's not my coaching program, I'm trying to share with you how you can do this, right? One, understand you're only 10 good trades away this year, even if you're starting with a $5,000 trading account, right? Secondly, you need to incorporate a bit of leverage there, but still manage the risk. Don't have a $5,000 trading account and start to risk 50% of your account on one trade. That's stupid. You don't need to. Right? I'm trying to show you, even if you were starting with small trading. But then how do you make all this happens? You've got to have the right approach. And the right approach that I've found for myself is look for opportunities to get in today and look to be in these trades for 1 week, 2 weeks. Some of these things are picking up doubles within a week, right? But if you know what to look for, you know how to manage the profits to pick up 2, 3, 400% return. I've had trades in the past. My most successful trade was 1,200% return in 2 months. So I hope you can see with these type of numbers that I'm trying to share with you here, that you're actually not that far away from this. Let's just understand this, right? And then I have my 24 MA examples. Now these 24 MA examples, these are ones that are likely to do maybe 70. These are what's called a shorter term trade, right? These trades are not hold on for. These types of trades for me are more like cash flow generator trades, not hold on for a few weeks. I'm generally in and out within a week, and I can generally pick up a good 50 to 80% return, sometimes a little bit more, right? On these types of trades. But I understand the trade itself. See what I'm saying here, right? I understand that this 24 MA trade that I'm talking about here right now, right? These are what's called 24 MA trades. I know I'm only going to be in the type of trade it is. It's not one of these trades that's likely to make a big move over the course of a few weeks, maybe a few months. So you got to understand this. You don't just pick up any trade, so I'm going to hold it for 2 months. No, you got to understand what type of trade it is, right? This one here is a shorter term trade. That's all that's going to give you. It's going to give you a short term movement. That's it. Where the channel trades and the level 2 trades, when they set up, they have the potential of making a big move over the course of a few weeks, sometimes a few months. You see what I'm saying here, right? So, but I like to incorporate both, by the way. I like to incorporate both. Meaning like the channel trades and the level 2 trades I just shared with you. That for me is what's called big profit potentials, right? 100%, 200%, 300% over the course of 2, 3, 4 weeks there. Now, of course, I have my losses in there. We never know what's going to happen, right? But it has the potential. We want to set ourselves up for success here. But then also understand if I get a 24 MA trade, which right now, actually, as I speak right now, there's one that could actually literally confirm today on this 24 MA trade. That when I get into it, I know I'm only going to be in it for about a week. I'm going to be in it for about what's called 2 to 5 days on average. And that 2 to 5 days is going to pick me up about, the average is 50% plus, right? 60, 70%, sometimes more, sometimes less. But that's the average there, right? But when you start to do, say, $10,000 trade, $20,000 trade, with a $20,000 trade like that, with a high probability, you could start to pick up a good, 10, sometimes even $15,000 in a week. And they start to accumulate as well too. Again, I like to incorporate. These are what's called short-term cash flow trades because I'm only in it for a short-term trade, right? And then I have what's called also, and these are different. These are different level 24 MA trades, right? And then I have also the 52 MA trades. These are what's called 52 MA trades. So, and the 52 MA trades are another really nice trade that have the potential of making really big moves. Right? Especially when you start to incorporate some other things to it, but the 52 MA trades. But I'm trying to share with you that these handful of trades, the channel trades, level 2 trades, the 24 MA trades, and the 52 MA trades, these are the handful of trades that I'm looking for every single day. That's all I trade. I don't need any more. But they're basically the same type of setup anyway, right? Like it's the same pattern, but I'm using a 52 MA. As it is the same pattern that I'm looking for, as I'm looking for with the 24 MA. See what I'm saying here, right? So the difference between a 24 MA trade and a 52 MA trade is just the moving average. It's just the pattern with the moving average there. But I hope you could see here, right, guys, like here right now, the reason why I do so well as a trader myself now, and it doesn't mean I don't screw up. I still take bullshit trades probably 10% of the time. Or should I say I take experienced trades, 10% of the time. That don't always work out for me. But my bread and butter, my foundation is this template here that I'm providing this with you here right now. All right, this is the template that I'm providing you with you right now to show you that you're actually not that far away from this here. Start looking at 10,000 foot view. Okay, I'm only maybe 10 trades away. Even if I had a $10,000 trading account, I'm only 10 trades away. Okay, cool. If I start to incorporate some leverage, okay, cool. But I need to still keep my risk really low because I'm still going to have my losses, and we know that, right? But then how do I make this here? I need to spend the next 3 to 6 months really working my ass off at becoming good at understanding these setups, right? But then also not only understanding setups, but you doing the same thing. The reason why I take what's called screenshots of 52 MA trades, these are 52 MA trades, I take screenshots because this is the way you build confidence, right? I don't just teach you the setup. You're like, oh, I've got the setup, cool, I'm good. Like, no, how do you develop real confidence? You go through the 52 MA trades again and again and again, right? Here's the 52 MA trade. There's the big move afterwards. 1 minute and so on and so forth, right? And there's another trade here and so on and so forth. And that's how you develop the confidence, right? So there's a process to this here. So once again, traders, my whole goal through this here is the whole purpose here is to show you so that you're actually not that far away from your goal. Right, and if you want to make a really good income, even on a 6-figure level, and then start to branch out into maybe multiple 6 figures, $500,000, potentially even $1 million, and then how do you actually really branch that into maybe in the next 10 years to start doing some really, really like real serious numbers? I'm trying to share with you the biggest mindset shifts that's really helped me out here in these markets here. So once again, traders, if you really do need help with this stuff, guys, and you can see what I'm saying here, you can really resonate with this sort of stuff, guys, then apply for my coaching program, right? I know that I may be able to help you out. I can't say I can, but I may. But let's have a chat on the phone. Let's chop it up and let's see if I can actually help you out. If I can, then for the next 6 months, I'll help you and coach you, guide you down this whole process. So go to getjohnshelp.com right now, guys. If you do need help with this whole process and guide you down to level 3 here, go to that right now. Go to Get John's Help. There should be a link in the description there as well too. Click on that. And then I'll be able to talk to you more about this process and then see if we're a good fit and I can walk you through this. Speak to you soon, guys.